Good afternoon. Today's date is December 23rd, 2025. Time is 4:55 p.m. Now, I'm down here in D.C. again, driving Uber Black. I've given a couple of videos from my time out here operating with Uber Black. This one has to deal with an individual that I'd picked up several days ago. Now, one of the advantages, by the way, I'm only 2 blocks from the White House. One of the advantages of working with Uber Black, especially here in the D.C. area, is you get the privilege sometimes, every once in a while, of bumping into someone that might be of somewhat importance, or, if you want to look at it this way, someone who thinks they're important. Well, I happened to pick up a gentleman several days ago, and didn't know exactly who he was. I understand towards the end of my ride that he was actually a congressman out of Washington State. His name is Dan Newhouse. And we had a conversation. One of the things that I brought up once I found out he was a congressman was that the Republicans were going to have a hard way to go in the 2026 midterms. Now, he had said something that sort of surprised me, and he said, well, why do you think that? As if he didn't know. Now, the problem with these people in Congress is they have a tendency to regurgitate talking points amongst themselves, which means they're not really listening to anybody outside. From what I can see, they're listening to their own chatter within the halls of Congress. That's why they probably don't get anything done. Well, long story short, towards the end of the ride, we parted ways, and he appreciated the fact that I had given him some insight as to the pulse of the American people, to include the Republicans. Now, the only reason why I'm saying this is because the next video I'm going to show is exactly what I told him. I said in the town hall meetings, with the Republican town hall meetings, these guys are being chased out of these town hall meetings, with pitchforks and torches. Meanwhile, a lot of the Democratic representatives are being met with standing ovations. So that's a clear indicator. But of course, if you're in a certain party, especially up in Congress, and you're regurgitating the stuff that's talked about with your fellow congressmen on the same side of the aisle as you, well, you're not going to get a big picture. So, well, it turns out, and I was listening to the Midas Touch not too long ago, and it turns out, or Parnas, one of the two, I listen to those guys all the time, that he decided he was going to retire at the end of his term. Now, I can't help but wonder, was that something I said to him that sort of pushed him over the edge? I sure hope it was. Well, I didn't want him to be pushed over the edge. I just wanted, let these guys know that they don't know, and to pay attention. And if they do know and they're not paying attention anyway, well, that speaks volumes as well. So listen to this next video. It's a pretty short one. It's out of Missouri, I believe. I'm not sure who the representative is, but I wanted to give you an idea as to the tempo and the atmosphere as to what these Republican representatives have to go through. Good enough. Appreciate your time. Have a good day. Happy holidays if I don't hit you soon enough, or before Christmas Eve or New Year's or whatever. And we'll catch you again on the other side. Thanks.
I am pissed, and I'm pissed at you because I have emailed you, because it's easier for me than to try to talk on the phone without profanity. I would appreciate you taking your father's U.S. Constitution book, read it, study it, make your own lines underneath it, and get Trump out of office. The man is a dictator. He knows nothing about what he talks about. I listened to him for about a half hour today, and I got sick at all the lies he brought up. You know nothing about what a working class citizen does. Come down here. Come down here and start trying to pay your medical insurance. Come down here and walk into Costco to try to feed your family, to feed your kid that's moved out, to feed your great-grandchildren. I had a very good job in California, and I'm able to feed my family, and it goes all the way to great-grandchildren. You're not helping me. Believe me, you're not helping me.